Wow guys, I just made a video about XPENG going public earlier this month, and today, Thursday, August 27, XPENG begins trading publicly in the New York Stock Exchange. And if you have a Robinhood app or any trading platform, you can go ahead and search XPEV. You can begin trading today. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim. I make weekly video about personal finance, investment tips, and content creation. And for those of you who have not subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that way you get my latest video. Well, in today's video guys, we're going to go over XPENG IPO, and from what I heard, it's gonna go really well due to the fact there's a huge surge of demand in the EV marketplace. And right now with NIO and Tesla is being on fire lately, this is a great time for EV investor to go ahead and start looking more into different type of stocks. So in today's video, I'm going to go over XPENG Financial and find out whether or not XPENG is a worthy of stock to be part of your portfolio. In my previous video, I didn't have enough data to go ahead and share you guys my opinion on this stock, but today, since they're going public, they have to release their financial information in their SEC filing. Now that we have more data, we can make a better educated decision whether or not to invest into XPENG. Assuming XPENG has a successful debut, XPENG should be valued at roughly around $11 billion US. Originally, XPENG were going to sell roughly about 85 million shares of ADS or American Depository shares at around $11 to $13, but due to the demand, they actually upsized that to 99.7 million shares of ADS. Therefore, they raised nearly $1.5 billion. Some of you might have questions like, hey, Kim, what price should I get in? Or when should I get in? Well, really, it doesn't matter. It's not the price or the timing in the market, it's the time in the market. So if you invest consistently and if you know how to dollar cost average in the company that you believe in, you'll be profitable in the long run. By the way, some of you might have noticed that I've been doing a lot of Chinese EV coverage lately. That is because globally, China account roughly about 45% of EV sales volume. And that is roughly about 3.5 times the US market. And you know why that is important? It is because according to the data from IHS Markets, they said that the Chinese EV sale is expected to grow at a compound rate of 29.4% through 2025. So in the next 5 years, it is expected to grow tremendously. And you know what else is expected to grow? This channel, because you guys are helping me by smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And as some of you might already know this, the most expensive part of an EV is their battery. And this is why I like NIO. They just launched their battery as a service program where people can keep their vehicle and upgrade their battery, because now they can swap their battery easily for a longer range. If you haven't seen that video that I just made recently, go ahead and watch it here. So back to XPENG, even though they don't have that battery swapping technology, but the battery technology will improve in the future. Currently, the average price of a lithium battery cell was $131 per kilowatt hour in 2019. And according to data from IHS Markets, they said that the battery cost should go down at a compound rate of 10% annually over the next 3 years. And therefore, XPENG should be able to increase their profit margin per unit sold. And speaking of units sold, XPENG sales went down by 23.25% due to the pandemic, of course. The first half of 2019, they sold roughly about 7,165 units versus the first half of 2020, they only sold roughly about 5,499 vehicles. Okay guys, so as I'm recording this video, it is around 10:07 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I tried to get XPENG at $15 a share. My order didn't fulfill, so I end up getting at a higher price at $23.43 per share, and I just picked up roughly about 20 shares. Now that we're talking about XPENG number, might as well go to their financial. In 2019, XPENG revenue was around 328 million, of which 93% of that came from their EV sale. And taking a look at their net income or net loss is roughly about negative $522 million, with a gross margin of negative 24.05%. Currently, they have roughly about $300 million cash on hand, with $882.6 million in liabilities, and both of these cash on hand and liability as of June 30th, 2020. And one thing to remember is that Tesla was not profitable up until recently, and because they started selling their more affordable vehicle, that's when the stock shot up. More consumer can now buy their EV. Like I explained previously in my video, I did a comparison between the P7 and the Tesla Model 3. I believe XPENG will play a crucial role in the EV market, especially in China, because at lower entry point, more and more people can buy those vehicles, because not everybody wants a fancy car. They want a reliable working vehicle that can take them from point A to point B and at a cheaper price. I mean, take a look at the sales of BMW or Mercedes compared to Honda and Toyota. Of course, Honda and Toyota have better sales number. Why? Because of the price. With that in mind, I expect this stock to experience some turbulence at the beginning. In the long run, I believe this company has a huge upside potential. As a short-term investor, I recommend you guys be cautious. Do your own research before you invest into this company or any other stocks. But for long-term investor, I recommend you start now if you really believe in the EV space, because out of the hundreds of EV maker in China, XPENG has proven themselves that they able to produce vehicle and put those vehicle on the road, and there's even demand for those vehicles. Currently, the sales number is not showing that due to the pandemic, but in a couple years, I expect this company to do much better. As I said earlier, battery technology will improve and more people in the future will switch to EV. For those of you who are new to investing, I recommend you watching my investing strategy for beginners and the best strategy that I personally use to invest in stocks and even ETF. Some of you might have questions like, hey Kim, what price should I get in, or when should I get in? Well, really it doesn't matter. It's not the price or the timing in the market, it's the time in the market. So if you invest consistently and if you know how to dollar cost average in the company that you believe in, you'll be profitable in the long run. So thank you for watching my video, and if you made it this far, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more video like this, and I will see you in my next video.